We are back working on Moose's M3. We went to the racetrack as you guys saw. The car was rolling around like a ship at sea, so it's time to fix that with a visit from our friends at BC Racing. Alright, it's rolling Moose soon. Mr. Moose, looks like you're starting on the front strut towers, or strut towers I suppose these would be called.
And break these free and
pull off your old Bilsteins, which I'm surprised how much body roll it had at the track, so I'm guessing maybe they're
OE or OE style spring underneath that, I guess.
A little on the aged side too, perhaps?
Probably.
Which means that the delivery man, who's arriving now from BC Racing, is going to save the day. Here he comes, everybody. Look at that! Special delivery! So exciting! This is Josh from BC Racing, and he actually delivers all their kits. So when you order one online, this will be the guy you see, right, Josh?
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Alright guys, well, what do you say we unbox these and then get ready to slap them on the car?
Let's do it. Sounds like a plan. I'm very tempted just to go all animal on it.
Just tear it open, Moose.
Tear it open, yeah.
It's actually a good idea to preserve the box, I find. It's always handy to have around to store your old stuff in.
Yeah.
And then you know where to find it when you need it. Alright.
Double box and everything. Instructions.
Nice.
Your warranty and all your stickers. You don't want your warranty?
Come on, Moose. We're gonna look at those later, don't worry.
Instructions. Who needs instructions?
So we have opted for the BR series coilovers, which is I think BC's entry-level system, is that right?
Entry level, yep.
Yeah, so they're like a single adjustable damper, and this is obviously their E36 M3 kit, designed to bolt right up to Moose's car. And do we know the spring rate? AK front.
And I believe it's a 10K rear.
Ooh, aggressive, I like it.
That'll be on one here.
Yeah,
alright. Show us the spring rates, Moose. This is important knowledge to share. 10K.
Yep.
Alright. So 8K front, 10K rear?
That's
a pretty aggressive setup. I like it.
It is for a rear-wheel drive, that's for sure.
Well, I'm sure the motion ratios in the rear of this car are such that the spring rates are...
That's true. It is. It's sitting somewhat inboard and on a secondary perch. From
so the wheel rate will be, I'm sure, just right. And obviously this comes with top hats for the front. It's like a camber plate for the front, is that right?
Yep. Camber plate for the front. For sure.
Don't have to go spend more money on that.
And nice heavy duty upper mounts, which are known to blow out. OE ones are known to blow out. So
yeah, that does look really heavy duty.
So that's really, really good.
Sweet. All right, boys, let's start bolting these up.
Well, I'm going to take off the end link, and it's under tension, so we'll see if we can pop her through or not.
Yeah.
I forgot to detension it before I went it up.
I have faith in your aggression popping that out of there.
It's kind of binding up.
Yeah. Nothing a hammer can't fix, buddy. All right, Moose, you think jacking up the knuckle will detention it, huh?
Yeah. That's all she took. A bit tight.
Well, it's normally a good thing. It's a compliment to the old girl.
Yeah. Helga. I haven't decided to name her.
Oh, she's Helga. Oh, I like
Helga.
that. Yeah, that's a good German name.
Yeah.
So now we got Connie and Helga. They can go to the spa together. All right, Mr. Moose.
Well,
what's going on in here?
Just gonna...
Oh, look at that. Separates from the knuckle nicely.
Yeah. The lines are off now. Just have to go up top and swing it down and around.
All right, Moose. Yes.
Bada boom.
Yes.
Bada bing.
We got to slow our roll for a second here, Moose, and figure out what ride heights to run, huh?
Yeah. Well, we'll have to guess a bit. You can see there's a substantial difference in base height, which is not loaded.
Yep.
But that being said, there's gonna be a lot more initial droop on the springs because they're progressive.
Yep.
So what I think to do as a start point is I'll measure it at 65 millimeters, or 25 5/8 to the Americans.
Yep.
And this is 50 millimeters, so that's a 15 millimeter difference. 65 millimeter, 50 millimeter. So I think what we'll do is we'll split the difference.
Okay.
This is the thing, is it's one of its lowest positions. So we'll come up, we'll go about halfway, drop it to the ground, see what it looks like, and then do some adjustments from there.
Yeah, and it's a good opportunity too to mention that these are independently ride height adjustable, with that lower mount being adjustable, and then you've got your preload set on the upper springs separately. So nice that you can adjust your ride height without affecting any of that. We're doing science, everybody.
I am.
Look at the maths that are happening. He's using division. This is
I'm using my brain.
scary. I'm not used to this happening. All right, Mr. Moose, before we slap these coilovers in, you have a top secret part from BMW. It's not actually top secret, is it? But no. It's a reinforcement for the front shock tower or strut tower.
That's correct. I mean, these cars were made at a budget, the 3 Series, and the shock tower is a bit thin. So BMW does sell a reinforcing kit, which basically doubles up the metal, distributes the load. Under normal driving with soft suspension, you don't see much deformation, but we'll be tracking it. I have high rate springs on here, a bit of extra protection.
Let's see the part number on that. We can show the peoples.
It's a standard part available for all 3 Series E36s.
So, fancy German reinforcement goes on top of the camber plate. Don't wreck your
paintwork,
your minty fresh JDM paintwork. And now it's time for
I'm gonna steer it in.
Yeah. Good thing about having Josh here is his hands are already calibrated to the correct torque spec for these upper nuts. So we are good to go. What's the torque spec, Moose?
78 foot-pounds.
78 foot-pounds. All right. Give her. It's like the longest torque wrench I've ever seen, too. You're not messing around. Got leverage there, son.
You got it, buddy.
Look at that thing. And what about the top ones? What are they torqued to?
They're like 16 foot-pounds, which is not much.
That's exactly what Josh did already, so we're good.
Now that they're installed, I'm just going to set the camber. Traditionally, people set them at 0 at OE, but I'm a track guy, and Mac front struts like lots of cambers,
They
so
sure do, yeah.
I am going to max out the camber on these.
Max them out, Moose. Max them out.
Apparently, these come from a damper setting at 8, which is about quarter of the way into a 30 way, I think it is.
Yep, 30 way
settings. So
we'll leave
them there for now, and then we'll set them at the track.
There you go.
Max camber.
All the cambers. Josh gets the honor of tightening the last bolt here. Upper end length bolt. Just keep cranking until she stops turning. That tool doesn't make enough torque to over torque it, so we're all good there. Now Moose can come in here and torque that guy to whatever the factory setting is. All right, Josh has got to get back to the office and sell some more coilover kits, so it's time for the ceremonial exchanging of stickers. We've got our Speed Academy sticker and our BC Racing sticker. It's very nice to see. I think it's time for a high five and we kick this guy out of here.
Right.
All right.
Thank you,
Thanks for
sir.
coming, Josh.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate
Cheers.
the help. Moving on to the back end here. Step 1 is to remove or disconnect the end link. We're going to use the factory end links in the rear of the car. After a quick Google search, the internet told us if you like pry or stand on the knuckle enough, you can pry the spring out, which is exactly what we did. And with
my weight,
with Moose's generous proportions
and a nice big
pry bar here, we got the job done. So internet, you won. You steered us correctly. We'll try to show you on the other side in a moment. In the meantime, I guess we got to jump into the trunk now and pull the shock out, right? Is there a nut on top of that bush? You remember how this leak out?
No, it's just
oh, it's just
cut up in the rubber boot.
It's got a bulbous tip on it.
Yeah.
It's a bit like Moose's anatomy. Several bulbous tips involved.
A couple nuts.
All right, Mr. Moose, time to slam that in the rear.
Yippers. I put the isolator on, so it's a little sort of.
Oh, is that like an OEM piece?
It's an OEM piece. Came out off the original one.
Okay.
This prevents.
A little gasket, I guess.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. I'll jump in the trunk here and I'll get that started for you. Oh yeah, I see them. Oh, I got to put your fancy reinforcement item on here. This guy here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The washer and then.
There's a couple nuts here. One nut. do nut and we're done. So we're leaving the factory rubber isolators in place. Now Moose is dropping the BC spring in there. And I took a guess at the ride height. I more or less just set it in the middle of the adjustability range. Interesting technique. Moose is learning some things here.
There we go.
All right.
That's in. And
once we hook the shock up, we'll see how much droop and stuff we have, right?
exactly, because what we'll do is I'm going to bring the knuckle up to the lowest height, and that should take the rattle right out of that.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Seems good.
Yeah, so we have this at its essentially its lowest droop setting, and it's holding the spring up nice. So
Sweet, Moose.
that actually, once we figured out the real way of doing it,
Yeah.
which was brute force and ignorance,
Yeah. that's
rather
our
than the
specialty.
BMW way.
Yeah.
You know, so I probably should have resolved to that, but I figured it was German.
You were
know?
being gentle, yeah.
was
I'm
being gentle.
characteristically gentle,
Well,
and
You know, it's German. You know?
Yes, I
It's
know.
precision engineering.
you actually respect this car. That's the problem. Well, Moose, it looks like we got the rear ride height just about right, didn't we?
Yeah, we guessed there, right? The front, not so
Not
much.
so much. She's looking a little high.
So I think once we get the other side down, we'll just lift up the front end and reset things a bit.
Yep. We're getting there.
Yeah.
T-Rex wants to fight you.
Show me your hands, Moose. Show me your hands. You can tell who's done more work. That's pretty much it for the install. We still have to fix the front ride height. It's pretty high. We
Yeah.
gotta come down like a couple inches in the front.
Yeah, at least. We already dropped 1 inch. That's not enough. We went 2 on the other side. Not enough.
Not enough. So he's gonna dial it in, and then we're gonna head to NV Auto to dial in the alignment before we hit the track. Well, we're back. Our home away from home here at Toronto Motorsports Park. BC Racing Coilovers are on. Moose spent a day tweaking the alignment, fixing the ride height, making it just the way he likes it. Fortunately, we couldn't get into NV Auto for a super precise 3D alignment, but Moose was happy with where the camber settings and toe settings were the way he did the car, so we figured let's just send it. Let's go rip some laps and see how much quicker it is. By the way, Moose isn't here. He's on vacation, kind of working out west and vacationing, so we just went to his house and stole his car. He knows we're here though. Anyway, enough mouth flapping lips. Ripping tech, let's go. Ripping Vanos, let's go. Pete drove it up here and said it felt really good on the street. And I'm not surprised to hear that, having daily driven my RX-8 on BR series coilovers and enjoyed the ride quality on that car. So, and I expect we're going to see some better lap times. The car definitely feels a lot less rolly. Man, that feels so much better. Hard to get a feel for front to rear balance. Oh my god, we got a flock of geese on the track. Well, that's because I'm the first one on the track today. And note to self, turn 5 is covered in goose shit. These clunky shoes are not helping either. Nice little drift there. Understeering there. Gotta be really deliberate on the heel and toe with this car. The pedals are just spaced so Germanly wide. I could be so much more aggressive with it than before. I'm not using all the grip yet because the car is so much more stable. It's so different on these coilovers. There's so much more speed. I do have an FRS up there, it looks like. praying to God he's a good driver. I'm really struggling with heel and toe in this car. But, oh, the balance is better already. Just a hint of understeer there, but nothing bad. Some better downshift. I'm going to catch this FRS for sure, though. Let's just see if we get lucky and can get by him on one of the little straights. Oh, the balance is so much better with the changes I made to the dampers, which just goes to show adjustable dampers work, folks. They do work. This FRS seems to be picking up the pace a little. These tires are just not very grippy. Great street tire, not a track tire. Oversteer there, which is what you want in a rear drive car, right? You want to go fast, people. See if we get some rotation here. No, there's a little bit of push still happening there, but it's way more manageable than before. Let's see what we get for a lap time as we creep up on our FRS friend here. 126.3. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That is a full to what's that, almost over 2 seconds, 2.2 seconds. Better than stock, which is a big improvement on coilovers. Anyway, Moose, I think we got a winner here. And if you guys want to build yourself a winner of an M3, then I would recommend jumping on speedacademy.shop and buying yourself some sweet performance goodies. We sell all the good stuff that we test here. And of course we sell our hats and our shirts and the stickers and all the swag, so go check that out. Help us keep this channel going. Help us keep Moose's M3 going. Let's see if she'll drift a bit here for us, folks. Give it a bootful. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. Sorry, Moose. Had to do it.